It is over before it truly began. The Ravens are done. They have zero chance of winning the Super Bowl this year if you're the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have 100% chance of winning next year's Super Bowl. So even though there's zero chance of Baltimore winning the Super Bowl this year, there is a 100% chance that Baltimore wins the Super Bowl next year. But the fact of the matter is they're not winning till General Jackson marches his troops to the victory at New Orleans in the Battle of New Orleans, dating back to the War of 1812. You have to go through the entire BO, the entire resume of Lamar Jackson, all of the key events of his career. 59 points back at his home state of Florida, the very first game of his first season as the starting quarterback. This is how you know Baltimore has zero chance of winning the game. The fact is that the TV network producers they want Swift and Kelsey in the Super Bowl. This Lots of people don't even watch football, watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, but you're watching the Super Bowl for pop culture. You just want to get a look at Taylor Swift and just you hope it's the romance that all ends with a happy ending. You're just really hoping for Kansas City. This is great for ratings for the NFL. You get the Swifties watching the game in the Super Bowl hoping that the Chiefs win over the 49ers. If you are the executives over at MGM and Caesars and what have you, you want extra action. You want extra action with these Swifties placing the bet on Travis Kelce to score. Now, they did win this past week. They will win again. I love the love story. They may bet on whatever they've won on Kelsey and the Chiefs to go all the way to win the Super Bowl. So more bets are placed. The Swifties place the bets. And the people who know nothing about football, they get a taste of the pop culture that is going to be at the game. Entertainment capital of America, Las Vegas. We have to see Swift in the Super Bowl. They'll be talking about them all week. They'll be showing them on the cameras all week. It has already been decided. They did not flip any script. This is the moment where Roger Goodell and the owners get to say, hey, you see, our league is not rigged. If it was rigged, how come Baltimore didn't play San Francisco, huh? I thought the league was rigged, huh? You said we wanted Baltimore in the Super Bowl. What happened to that? That is what Roger Goodell is going to tell everybody this week. Hey, reverse psychology. Our league is not rigged. It's not rigged. The owners are just mocking the public. Hey, look at you clowns. Oh, you knew Kelsey, you knew Taylor Swift was gonna be in the Super Bowl. Oh, why did you have Baltimore? So the owners are mocking the public, they're mocking the masses, they're mocking everybody who thinks Kansas City is gonna lose to Baltimore. That some callers means the still teams are playing in the game. Oh my God, gullible mugs. That's not the real meaning behind the Super Bowl logo. The real meaning pertains to the next two champions of the NFL, not who's going to be playing in the Super Bowl. It all means the Niners and the Ravens are the next two champions of the NFL. This is what this is about right there. Was Las Vegas was the public really gonna win on the favorites? It was just inevitable that the one underdog was going to win, and that one underdog was no other than Patrick Mahomes. Vegas always gets you on the one upset, and the one underdog last week did win. Every single person on planet Earth who hates Mahomes, who gets sick and tired of hearing about Taylor Swift, who gets sick and tired about hearing about Travis Kelsey. Now we have to add Jason Kelsey into the picture with shirtless, the beer belly, all that, holding up the young Taylor Swift bands to say "I" to Taylor Swift. Got to add him into the overall entertainment picture. But everybody likes Taylor Swift is going to be going for Kansas City. It's going to really draw in more people into the Super Bowl. Know that the NFL the has they really have put an emphasis on Taylor Swift. It's just more ratings for the NFL. It gets people who know nothing about the players, but they do hear about Taylor Swift and this one football player that is gonna maximize overall fan interest, not just fan interest, but interest from people who don't watch football. This is what it's about. And so Lamar's gonna lose, and Lamar's gonna choke. He's got to lose against the Chief. Patrick Mahomes is the Chief. He's gonna beat every quarterback. He's gonna beat Burrow. He's gonna beat. He already beat Josh Allen. He already beat Tua. Now Patrick Mahomes has to beat Lamar Jackson. Every quarterback in the AFC in the playoffs, except for Aaron Rodgers and Justin Herbert. I do like a Jets Chiefs matchup in next year's postseason. We will be seeing Aaron Rodgers against Patrick Mahomes next year in next year's postseason. There still is time to see Patrick LeVon Mahomes against Aaron Charles Rodgers. But that's for another day. That's for another month, another point in time. But now it is just common sense going to prevail. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. Everyone going to talk about, the Raven defense, blah, blah, blah. But what I was hearing about Buffalo, I mean, clearly they can script the Chiefs to look great against any defense. And this is going to make the Chiefs a juggernaut. It's going to make them a favorite entering the Super Bowl before they give it to the golden boy Brock Purdy, before they give him that scripted Super Bowl. It's always like Tom Brady, old seventh round pick, and no Debo Samuel. Now he can't win the game behind, and Stephen A. Smith is now saying, without Debo Samuel, this team is not going to win against the Lions next week, all of that. But watch Brock win. Watch Brock win. He's going to do it again. Brock Purdy is just a contrived character in this league, and this is all he is. He's a contrived character. He's just another guy. He's a seventh round pick. He's going to win the Super Bowl. And we already know the significance of the Buffalo Bills. I've already explained the year that the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl. I just keep on documenting Buffalo, so that doesn't stop. I'm talking about all the 62s. I'm the guy who broke down the Buffalo Bills when they're going to win the Super Bowl. I am the hope and faith of the entire Bills fan base. They can go to somebody who's going to tell them the exact year they're going to make the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl because their next appearance is going to be a victory. You have to study numerology. You lose without numerology. You can't plug it on the calculator all by itself. You need numerology. Mahomes is 23-5. The Ravens fought a 2-3 in the conference title game. Well, that kind of is gematria too, but numerology means it's a wrap. Chiefs have won this game. I mean, that other team over there has zero chance of winning the game. Baltimore has no chance at all of winning. Lamar is going to fall to 2-4 in the playoffs because he is going up against the Lions in next year's Super Bowl 59. The first 100% black quarterback to win since Doug Williams. Doug was born at Louisiana. Lamar is taking it next year. I guarantee Lamar will take it next year. Everybody be watching all the videos after the game. I've explained the Super Bowl psyop to everybody. The logo really foreshadows who the NFL has winning the next 2 Super Bowls. That's what it's about. The matchup is just a psyop. It's a psychological operation. The 2 colors, the burnt bright red and the purple, represents the next 2 Super Bowl champions. NFL is mocking the fans. It is a Super Bowl rematch. It's the wrong run. It's the wrong Super Bowl rematch. It's the Chiefs and the Niners. It's not the Ravens and the Niners. You got the wrong rematch. It's the other way around. Why else does Vegas equal the gematria of Super Bowl 54? Because we are seeing a Super Bowl rematch. And now this time they don't have Jimmy Garoppolo. And Brock Purdy, he made his first passing attempt in his career against these Kansas City Chiefs in that last game in which Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback. Diego 6 for 6, nailing the divisional in the conference title week. When you get ahead of the Super Bowl psyop for this year, the Ravens have zero chance. I am the only guy who has done the very exact, precise research detailing all of the key significant events of Lamar Demetrius Jackson's career. When you actually go back and study his repertoire and his full body of work, now you start to see when Lamar Jackson really wins the Super Bowl, and you don't play victim and cry that the NFL flipped the script on you. There's some crazy hocus pocus nonsense like that. Well, you're not crying about playing victim about the NFL flipping the script on you. This is why you're always back to the drawing board. This is how I nailed the playoff exacta last year. This is how I'm the only guy on YouTube that broke it down before the playoffs. The script was Andy Reid to beat his former team, the Eagles, for the Kelce brothers to go up against each other. I was the only guy to do that on YouTube. The public was on the Bengals. They were on the Niners in last year's AFC title games. I was right. And when there's 8 teams and 4 teams left, I'm just going to do it again. But this is the research you'll be talking about. And funny how Brock Purdy in his debut went 4 for 9. So yeah, I'll talk about it right now. Yeah, that's a script. Crazy ass people. Crazy. The NFL about to tell everybody, hey, our league is not scripted. So yeah, this Super Bowl, the Niners scored 23 points in that game. That's Las Vegas. Chiefs 44 points. Champions 44. Obviously, the 7